This video is brought to you by Bantio TCG.
What's up guys, Karataka here, and today I'm here with a EX10 deck profile. Today we'll be going over the Magneticdramon deck from Liberators. And yeah, let's get right into deck profile. I always really like the way this deck played, and so with the new support, I think the deck has pretty good legs to stand on. It's quite strong. And yeah, let's get right into deck profile. So for the Digimon, we're running 4 copies of the Tumblemon from EX8. This is the one that whenever it's trashed, you can get 1 memory. You can keep recurring this ability, so it's pretty good to just help you extend your turn. So running 4 of those. You can run the new one if you want. That one helps you redirect attack abilities or stop attacks, but I think it's not really as good as just gaining memory, so that you can kill your opponent on your turn a bit easier. So yeah. Next, for the level 7s, we're running, of course, 3 copies of the new Magneticdramon. You can definitely pump this up to 4 if you like, but I like running 3 just because I do want to run a little bit more of the old Pyramidmons. But I did run a build where I had 4 of these and 3 of the old ones before. But I feel like it's a pretty good ratio. This current build right now does leave you with a little bit more options in terms of going to level 6. Of course, you can always skip into level 7 if you have a close on the board, as well as Proganomon. So it's quite strong. What this Magneticdramon does is it's got Fragment 3, and on evolution and on attack, by trashing 3 materials with mineral or rocket traits, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon and then trash the top card of security. And then on evolution and on attack, by placing 3 mineral or rock traits from your trash of this bottom's source, you can unsuspend it. So the first ability is not once per turn, so if you unsuspend and attack again, you can trash another 3 to trash another top card of security, your opponent's security, which is really good because you'll be able to just get rid of your opponent's security pretty freely. So it's a pretty strong ability. But we're also still running 2 copies of the old Pyramidmon, just because I do really like the ability to get the security check +1. So as a little refresher for you guys who don't remember what this card does, it's on evolution and on attack. By trashing 3 mineral or rock trait sources, you can unsuspend and also get +1 security check. And it is a not once per turn ability, so as long as you have resources, you can use the ability. And sorry, keep in mind, you can trash materials from any of your Digimon. It doesn't have to be itself. So you'll be able to trash materials from your other stack if you have a fresh stack. So it's pretty good. And then at the end of a turn, you can place up to 3 mineral or rock traits from your trash to the bottom of this card's sources. So you'll be able to reload it. But the reason I like this card is because when you unsuspend, you keep the security check. So the next attack you'll be doing will be 3 checks if you can use it again. So it's pretty good for that. But this one is good at navigating over the security bombs if your opponent has them. So yeah, they're both pretty good. And then we're also running 2 copies of the new Pyramidmon in case you're up against a little bit more annoying matchups with Digimon that are a little bit more stick on the board. So this one is a 3 cost to evolve into, which is also a plus. And on evolution and on attack, you can put 3 materials underneath this card's source that are mineral and rock. And then on evolution and on attack, you'll be able to trash up to 3 materials from any of your Digimon to reduce your opponent's cost by 2 for each one trashed. So why this is good is because majority of your line has the inherent ability of whenever it's trashed, you can do something. So you can either de-digivolve or you can outright pop something. So your level 4s help you pop, which is really nice. So if you have the right materials, you can just de-digivolve and then pop their stuff. So it's a way to bypass against some protection, which is really, really nice. So for the level 5s, sorry, we're running 4 copies of the new Proganomon. This is the one that helps you warp on top of a Sunrizamon. And I like this I like it in this deck just because the on-play, on-evolution, and attack ability is pretty good. By trashing one of any of your mineral or rock traits from any of your Digimon sources, one of your Digimon gains collision and piercing and plus 3k. So if you Digivolve into this, and then you Digivolve into something else, you can, if you have enough memory, you can still go for attacks. And you can still get the extra buff. So if you're attacking with your Pyramidmon, you'll be able to swing big. And you can always trash the Tumblemon so you can get memory and have a cheaper evolution. So it's pretty good. All right, next we are running 3 copies of the Gogmamon. It's a blocker, and on deletion you can reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, and then you can play a mineral or rock Digimon with a play cost of 5 or less from amongst them without paying its cost, and then trash the rest. So the best part about this ability is being able to trash just a bunch of cards into your, dump a bunch of cards into your trash, so you can use them as materials. So it's good for that. And on your opponent's turn, for the inherent ability, you can change the attack to this Digimon. So a little bit of redirect is pretty nice. And for the level 4s, we are running 4 copies of the Landramon promo. So Landramon promo is pretty sweet. So at the start of your main phase on evolution, you can trash one of your mineral rock trait cards from one of your Digimon, and then you can reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, and then amongst them you can add a mineral or rock trait card from the hand, or place one of the same trait cards to the bottom of the card source, and then return to the bottom of the deck. So it's just a bit of a extender for you to get your pieces and then set up for your evolution if you want. So it's pretty nice. And then the inherent ability is when this card's trashed from a rock or mineral trait card, a Digimon, you can Digivolve 1. So it's obviously the stuff that helps you Digivolve, which is really nice. And then we are also running 4 copies of the EX10 Landramon. This one is also on play and on evolution. You can trash one source from any of your Digimon with the mineral or rock trait card evolution sources, and then you can give Reboot or Blocker to one of those cards, and also gets plus 3,000. So pretty nice. And being at 4 cost, these being 4 cost of hard cast is pretty nice. Just because you know, getting even brick, it's not as bad. And then we're also running 2 copies of the Tamer Play Landramon. Just because I need to cut space for the level 4s, so I'm running 10 level 4s instead. But this is nice. You won't always need it. We have other ways to play close. So, yeah. All right, now for the level 3s, we're running 4 copies of the Sunizamon from EX8. This is the Searcher one. It just grabs, looks at top 3, grabs a rock or mineral trait, and then a Liberator card. And then when this card's trashed from your other source, you can delete one opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. This one is the Evolution Reduction. So this one, if you evolve in a mineral or rock trait, you can reduce the cost by 1, and then the inherit's the same. And then for the last level 3, we're running 4 copies of the new Sunizamon from EX10. So this one is on play. You can place 2 cards with mineral or rock trait from your trash as one of your mineral or rock trait Digimon's sources. So it helps reload your dudes. This is pretty nice. You can kind of you can reload itself, and then you can warp into the Proganomon if you don't have any other Digimon on the board. So it's pretty okay. And then for the Tamers, we're running 4 copies of the Memory Setter Close. This is the one that lets you, when you Digivolve into a Mineral Rock Digimon, you can suspend this Tamer to place 2 cards with Mineral Rock from your trash to the bottom source. And then we're running 3 copies of the Close from the promo pack. So this is the one that also lets you, whenever you trash evolution sources from any of your mineral rock Digimon, you can suspend this Digimon to suspend this Tamer to place 1 mineral rock trait from your trash into the bottom source. So, you know, it's pretty important to just keep your Digimon loaded so that you can just keep using their abilities. It's really, really strong that they are not once per turn. Most of the abilities aren't once per turn. At least the trashing ones aren't once per turn. So if you have a huge stack, you can just dump your load and kill your opponent in 1 turn. So it's quite nice. And then last but not least, we're running 2 copies of the new close. This is the close that at the start of main phase, you can return this to the bottom of your deck, then you can play a close from your hand without paying its cost. And then if you don't have any Digimon, you can play a Sunrisamon from your trash without paying its cost. And then on all turns, whenever effects trash any of your mineral or rock trait Digimon sources, you can suspend this Digimon, this Tamer to get 1 memory. So pretty good. And then for the options, we're running 3 copies of the emblem. So emblem lets you play as Sunrisamon or close from your hand or trash without paying its cost. So this is the one way to get close back on the board if you need it. And then when any of your close is suspended, you can delay. One of your mineral rock trait Digimon can Digivolve into a Digimon with the mineral or mineral and labor trait in the hand with evolution cost reduced by 3. So it's just a cheap way to Digivolve into. This one kind of replaces the delays, the trainings, because it's pretty easy to fulfill this condition in this deck, since you'll be tapping your closest to reload your Digimon, so it's pretty easy to do. But we're running the black memory boost in its place because we do want to get more memory. The more memory we have, the easier it is to do a game-ending turn. So having these in our decks will help us buff the chance to just get more memory, prevent ourselves from passing turn, and hopefully we have a huge stack that we can just keep dumping the sources to kill the opponent. Of course, you can also just attack with this, and if you have enough memory, you can always go into the Magneticdramon on top of your level 6, and then you'll still retain the abilities and stuff, but it doesn't really matter too much because by the time you finish attacking with this, you'll probably be able to kill your opponent by digivolving into the Magneticdramon, and then use this evolution ability to tuck 3 back in and then unsuspend. And then when you attack, if they still have any security left, you can trash that and go for game. So pretty strong. And then the last card we're running is the Scramble. Scramble is pretty good. It just helps you retrieve some combo pieces if you need it. I was running more. I was not running the memory boost before, but I feel like the memory boosts are kind of important just because they do help you get combo pieces if you need it, and it helps you extend your turn if you need it as well. So overall, deck is very fun. It's probably my favorite Liberator deck to play. Honestly, I think I mentioned this before in my box openings, but Magneticdramon is definitely my favorite Liberator partner Digimon. He just looks so sick. I'm probably gonna get 2 more alt arts of these just because they're so sick. I pulled 2, which I'm lucky because this is one of the more expensive ones, I guess. But yeah. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it though. If you guys want to support the channel, feel free to go to BandKillTGG and enter the coupon code CargoTacoDesk0725 for 3% on checkout on all Digimon products, including singles, sleeves, actually all products. It's not just Digimon products. I think they do Lorcana and Dual Masters as well, so if you guys are interested in buying those, you can feel free to go to the channel. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Kartaku, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!